Hell yeah, you're watching The Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night. And if you're looking forward to hanging out with more people than showed up at Trump's 250th anniversary party, let me hear you say it.
There is a
Woo! There is a time, motherfuckers. And the time is now. Welcome to the world's greatest program. It's The Dusty Show. I missed you guys. We missed the Friday show, but we're back. And that's what fucking counts. Thank you for joining me. As always, I love you. Let's fucking go. Woo! You guys hyped up? I know the fuck I am. So, missed the show Friday. Missed the show. I have a good excuse, though. As always, the buck stops with you guys for not being more entertaining. Another boring-ass goddamn Friday, so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to work on my video game, y'all. So I didn't decide what I'm doing with my video game. I didn't decide it. Here's what I'm going to do. 30 days from now, the first of the next month, I'm going to release my game for free, for all of you poor bastards out there, you dirty, sexy poors. Free. I'm going to follow my business model. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to make content. I'm going to get away for free to entertain people because really that's what I want to do on this earth. Make money, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm a bad businessman. I just want to entertain as many people as I possibly can. So, and if you guys want to support it, you can, right? I'm going to take donations if you guys want to chip in to help out with my making free content for you guys, like games and shit, TV shows, whatever, do so. Let me show you guys. Sneak peek of what I worked on this weekend is coming along pretty well, though. My game, Bad Influence, is the name of the game. So, these cards are still placeholder cards, but you got your book bag here. You start with 5 keys. You can unlock these slots to make your book bag bigger. So you can add more cards, right? You start with 4 cards, but you can add more cards, and the bigger your book bag is, the more cards you have to draw from every fight. So I changed the main character to Janet. Used to be Gary. Gary was a little bit pompous, a little bit annoying. But now the whole front page is full of memes and shit. It's like a real fucking Twitter, y'all. I have created an entire population of fake motherfucking people. And, of course, you can fight the enemies like Nick Fermentez. Let's fight Nick Fermentez. No, I can't fight him. He outranks me yet. But you see him there. Here's Nick Fermentez. You can fight him. Oh, there he is. He's a creepy little doll, man, as you would expect. Let's see who else is in my game. Let's go back to the home page. Scroll back down. We can just go to the battles page will also show you. How about Fat JD Vance? Fat JD Vance in my game. You guys know you want to fight Fat JD Vance. He's fucking in there. Everybody's in there. Let's see. Density. Density's in there. Looks like a troll doll. Perfect. Genius. Me. I came up with that. Not AI. Put your hand down, Density. Fuck that. And we got everybody. I don't want to spoil it. But everybody in this game, y'all. Hassan Piker. Yes, everybody. So free. Woo! 30 days. This game's fucking off. Like, I know people going to shit on me because it's AI, y'all. But I've purchased hundreds of independent games over the years on Steam. And this is already more fully thought out, fully developed than 90% of the games I bought. So it's going to be a real fucking game. Ass Mangled. Yeah. You know who Ass Mangled is, don't you? Come on. You can guess who it is. Anyway. 30 days, I promise I will provide a good game for you guys. And if you want to support what I do, if you like my business model of giving away shit for free, then feel free to support it. Super chats, like button of the show, no questions dodged. Every question answered on the super chats. There's a $sign next to the chat over here. Yeah, you'll find it. Click on it. Super chat me. Donate money. I read words. But also PayPal patron. Consider chipping in a few bucks a month. Help keep me in business, y'all. I try to keep the lights on, so if you enjoy it, please help me out. And PayPal, if you're sending bigger amounts of money, please send them through PayPal, because that takes less money. And all right, goddammit, I fucked everything up. Go back to the woods. Is it this one? Goddammit, I fucked all my whole life up. All right, fuck it, we'll just go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning and restart this from scratch. Boom, I figured it out. You can't hold me down. I'll take you down with me. And all right, let's go ahead and kick this motherfucker off. Yo, get it the fuck going. Got a pretty good show. Another bad week for Donald Trump, which is a good week for the rest of us. Gonna start you guys off with a little motherfucking Chud watch. Chud watch. Where is the Chud watch? Chud watch. Woo, woo, woo. on tonight's Chud Watch, our glorious Pharaoh, still trying to shill about that fucking 350-foot slit. It's the most surveilled area on America. The reflecting pool. Guards all over the place. Not only that, but tourists with cell phones everywhere. None of this caught on camera, but just believe it. 350-foot slit, like Trump's mama, gashed into the side of the reflecting pool. And he's like, if you don't believe me, just go ask the Parks Department. They're like, show us the pictures, proof, anything. Just go ask them. And somebody did.
350-foot slit. All you have to do is see the Parks Department. They'll show it to you.
Let's go find a park employee over here and ask them 350-foot slit is.
I have no idea.
No idea?
No
okay.
idea.
Okay. Do you have any idea where the slit is? The 350-foot knife slit? No? You don't either? Okay. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Yep. Take care.
Can't take care of it. No, they don't know. He's lying as fucking always. As always. But they asked directly, hey, are you guys going to release any of the information about anybody you arrested? Any of these vandals? Any of the Tifa? The evil Tifa sabotaging our glorious president? And they're like, no, we're not going to tell you who we arrested because we didn't actually arrest anybody. It's just all bullshit. And yeah, we don't acknowledge enough how stupid motherfucking fascists are, folks. This is real, though. Apparently, they've issued a bolo on a woman for water touching. Here she is. Oh, my God. Execution. No trial. Straight to death. I think I speak for everybody when I say, kill the witch. Tie her up, throw her in the reflecting pool. If she floats, she's not a witch. If she drowns, she was guilty. Okay? That's the way it works, right? I've read the Salem witch trials. Anyway, this is not a joke, folks. She's literally she clearly sees something bubbling up, floating up, and she's like, look. She's even talking to people around her. Look, this thing is floating up right here. The lining is floating up. Look, she's even pointing at it. They did a shitty job. These no big contractors that Trump paid triple to do the job did a terrible job. But yes, bolo for this horrible criminal. We have to get off the streets immediately, lest we all be in danger. And yes, feds issue a bolo for a woman who touched the water in the dumbest timeline possibly imaginable. And they're even shilling this on my fucking Twitter, y'all. Popular right-wing influencer Paul A. Syphilis. Park police hunting for reflecting pool dipper. And he's gone a step further, folks. They used AI to enhance. And oh my God, we know exactly what she looks like. From these blurry photos, AI has let us know only that's not how any of this works. AI just makes somebody that looks even similar. It doesn't know how to create blurry pixels from fucking nothing, right? So anyway, it's dumb. But we live here. But don't worry, folks. Apparently, the criminally made alga is gone, according to our glorious president. You know, folks, he made no mistakes. The charlatans he hired to do this and painted the pool blue, which made the water warmer and caused more algae. That's not what happened. Criminals made the algae. A new sentence just popped into the American zeitgeist. So cool. Meanwhile, it's hard to believe, but this is a picture of the United States reflecting pool before the revolution happened. Remember, they used to show pictures like this of Iran, about the beaches in Iran in the 60s and 70s, and it was all hotties with bodies and fucking bikinis everywhere. And 10 years later, Burqa City, baby. Well, that's where we were going. I know you Utes are too young to remember this, but there was a time our olds could remember where the government didn't arrest you for touching the water. The water used to belong to everybody. It was the people's reflecting pool, but not anymore. It now belongs to our glorious Pharaoh, and how dare you touch it? This is actually a character in my show, my hit show that everybody watched, Simulation Theory, where one of my characters, he owned the water supply, and anybody who dipped their fingers in the water supply without his permission, he cut into pieces and fed to his crocodile. You guys see that? Of course you didn't. Anyway, that's how it was. Remember what they took from us. And then Trump doing a whole week of 250 America birthday celebration. Kicking it all off with the big fucking speech that nobody showed up for. He was whining. He was like, oh my God, you guys please come to the next speech because if there's empty seats, they're going to make so much fun of me. And there was, y'all. There was so many empty seats. Here's the people rushing out of Trump's speech right in the middle of it.
Now the largest producer of oil and gas on earth.
Beat the traffic, folks. That's smart. Now you're thinking for once. Yep. They go. And he's like, where y'all guys going? Where you going? And then, folks, all week it's been happening. 250th State Fair. It's huge. Gotta be huge. Remember Donald Trump? He doesn't need no giant stars like Milli Vanilli. No! He the biggest star since Elvis Presley. He don't even need no guitar. He don't even have to sway no hips. He the fucking man. So we're going to be off the chain, y'all. Off the chain. Raise the room, everybody. So, spoiler alert, it wasn't. It was terrible. Even his own loyalists, like Dean Cain, fascist, dingleberry, secret policeman, and former Superman, Dean Cain, view from the top of the Ferris wheel, and even Dean Cain rat you out. Ain't nobody here. There are literally more people on this show right now, and nobody watches this show. So, love it. I love it, to be honest with you. Another shot. It was called Freedom 250 because that's how many people showed up to the event. And that's funny, but an exaggeration. Definitely wasn't that many. Should have been like Freedom 150. I give it 150. And they had Fox News was out there trying to, God damn it, Fox News. We'll get more of this later, but they was trying so hard to put lipstick on this pig.
So, yes, it's typically hot in the summer, but it's not this hot in the summer.
Not that hot.
That's it from here for me. But a guy
It's so hot, everybody. It's hot. That's why they're not out there. You don't understand. They love Trump, but they hate heat. What do you want them to do? Sweat? They're fat. They'll die. Meanwhile, yesterday, this guy visited the Donald Trump Great American State Fair. Let's see how the turnout was.
So I am downtown heading to Trump's little state fair thingamajiggy. Of course, they already screwed up. The damn thing was supposed to be at 12th Street. It's not. They send you to 12th Street on the map, and now they're making me walk 3 or 4 blocks to get to the entrance because they've got enough security here to be like it's the airport or the White House or something.
Yeah.
Well, that took forever. I had to walk like 4 or 5 blocks to get to the stupid entrance. You'll see not exactly big lines here today.
No.
Not exactly any lines here today. But let's see what happens
anyway,
next.
though. Get your exercise. Walk
Okay,
10
I'm
miles
finally
for no
inside
reason.
this crazy thing after walking blocks and blocks and blocks. There's the Ferris wheel, the huge line there.
Just so corny.
Kind of weird, kind of empty. There's his freaking arch.
So they just threw up this arch, I guess, as a replica of the real one they want to put up. But as I'm going to show you, it's so shitty. Everything looks so terrible. This is exactly what you'd expect some old, out-of-touch boomer to think of. I know what we'll do. We'll have a giant Ferris wheel for the kids, and we'll have rows of tents, and every state is invited. And they can just do whatever they want to wear their tents. Everybody's going to come. But they didn't, because it sucks. And what happened to the audio?
That we're going to visit. There's the Congress.
Anyway, let's just jump ahead. Not to pile on, but good question here. How is the government supposed to run the country if they can't even do a state fucking fair? And yes, went to the Great American State Fair, and this man was sitting in the dark playing into crowds. That's right, it was brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Nobody showed up for the birthday of the red, white, and blue. Yeah, it looks bad, man. It reminds me of that old saying. So this is how it ends, not with a bang, but with a whimper. And holy shit, is this the most pathetic whimper in the history of the world? No country has ever gone out more pathetically than this. Even Vanilla Ice didn't make it onto the stage. Even Ice. Vanilla Ice did not get to perform at the Freedom 250 Great American event. They said it was because of the weather, but it wasn't. Wasn't no weather that would have stopped this motherfucker. I guess Ice can't handle a few drizzles. He'll melt. But a few of the big blockbuster acts did manage to show up to help us celebrate our 250th birthday party, like these future stars. Okay, well, that's weird and it's awful, but hey, at least somebody masturbated to this. Hey, we'll get into that. Don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me. But yes, Uncle Sam did masturbate to these people. But later. Let's see who else they had. Budding stars of the future to grace us with their talent. Woo! Yes, she was. She don't know which one, but one of them. One of them's her daddy. Sing it, sister. I'm feeling patriotic as fuck. This is definitely not embarrassing as fuck for all Americans. New York, North Carolina apparently decided not to attend for whatever reason. I guess they had better things to do than be a part of this shit show. So I guess the government just gave their booths to corporations to do whatever they wanted to with, which makes sense. That is the most American thing I can think of. Let's check out and see what the corporations did with the official North Carolina tent.
Here at the Great American State Fair, visitors on Friday were surprised when they walked into the North Carolina Pavilion and saw that there was an image of a Confederate flag projected on multiple screens.
That makes sense.
A spokesperson for the companies that are running this booth said that it was an unapproved image and that it was immediately taken down. This video, posted by Reuben Jones at Spectrum News, shows TV monitors with the Confederate flag side by side with a portion of the current North Carolina flag.
I'm so proud
North Carolina's
that
governor,
we're celebrating
Josh
traitors.
Stein, called for the display to be removed and issued a statement condemning it.
Yeah, you would think. But hey, a lot of people believe they're on the right side of history, so they representing. Then the Christians were out full force, man. They thought there was going to be a full house. They thought there was going to be so many motherfuckers out there. The pool be full, and it was their perfect opportunity to mix church and state, to proselytize, to drown people for just a second in baptisms. But, nobody showed up. Nobody wants to be in your dirty ass water. Fuck yeah, and of course, we're going to get to that later. The flags here. You might be wondering what Israel has to do with America's 250th anniversary when Israel's only existed for like 50 years. You know, though. You know already the answer to that question. Meanwhile, step right up and witness one and all the death of an empire, folks. This is what it looks like. This is how it ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. Here's Trump's golden arch that he created specifically for this event, folks. And look how cheap this shit is. If this isn't the most American thing I've ever seen. Just shoddy work, just shit taped over. Ass fucking soup. Looks like it costs $10. But while you're watching this, folks, keep in mind that the Congress had already set aside hundreds of millions of dollars for America's 250th birthday party that Donald Trump stole. Not only that, Donald Trump also took tens of millions of dollars from public parks to pay for this stuff. So you're literally looking at hundreds of millions of dollars that they spent on this. Now you might ask yourself, where'd the money go? But you don't have to ask because you already know. America voted for all the criminals and they just backed the fucking truck up and they're just dumping as much cash into it as fast as they fucking can. Not even trying to hide it, folks. And this is American as it fucking gets. Criminals robbing you blind while you vote for them, while you worship them, while you suck their dick. And yes, I finally made it to the Great American State Fair. The columns of this fake building are something to behold. Yes, it's a McMansion-occupied nation, folks. As fake as it can possibly be, just like the citizens of this country. It's literally just fucking stapled on. It's just like wallpaper, cheap wallpaper, stapled on. But you're not allowed to touch it.
Because you know how they feel about touching things around here.
Yeah, if she touches it, they'll accuse her of vandalism, put her in jail for 10 years because this is the new America. Woo! Hey, we did it, conservatives! God damn it! We're owned. Hey, at least you own us. God damn it, you scamps. We're so owned. Hey, thank you. Thank you for owning us. You taught us a valuable lesson, conservatives. Put me in my place, I tell you what. Not embarrassing at all. Hundreds of millions of dollars, Americans.
Quality craftsmanship.
Thanks, Maggie.
America.
America.
American workers.
Woo! Yeah, we're the best, aren't we? Can't get any more embarrassing. But it will, you know it will, folks. But if you're wondering why the whole thing went this shittily, I've already told you it's because they stole all the fucking money. But as I told you earlier, the Congress had already put aside hundreds of millions of dollars for this event that Trump stole. They already had a whole plan in place. Lots of vendors who planned on being there, who already signed up, filled out the paperwork. And then when the time came, Trump basically canceled the real thing they already fucking planned and threw this bullshit and stole all the money. This person says, I worked at the Smithsonian specifically raising money for the 250th. What I want people to know is we secured millions of private philanthropy to host a months-long folk life festival on the mall. The Festival of Festivals was going to feature well-known festivals, think Burning Man, Farm Aid, Grand Ole Opry, as well as smaller local and regional festivals from across the United States and territories. Goal was to feature truly the best and most beautiful creative expression in music, dance, arts, and craft traditions. Food community, can't name names, but plans was to have headliners every night for free concerts. Thinks the types of names who might be affiliated with the aforementioned large festival stars were willing to perform because was under banner of Smithsonian. It had to all be scrapped because the administration would not release permits to host on the mall. The money went elsewhere, but our nation was robbed of what would have been a once-generation cultural event. Yep, Trump had to make it all about himself because fuck this country. And I don't blame him. I agree with Trump on this one. Fuck this country. What a joke. What a fucking joke. And yes, I can vouch for this. We filled out the paperwork to be a food vendor, specifically with barbecue, and I plan to be there for the entire celebration. Stopped hearing from the organizers because they canceled it and stole all your fucking shit. But hey, at least the best among us came out. There wasn't many, but they were the greatest. Uncle Sam charged with masturbating at Trump Fair. He was masturbating at that Circus de Olay, the thing I just showed you. Yeah. Dude, don't you know the internet exists? Porn's free. Look into it. A streamer has been arrested at the Great American State Fair for allegedly masturbating during a performance. I don't know. You guys think this guy really did it? Let's see what he looks like. Oh, yeah, he did it. He did it. Guilty. He's guilty. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's a masturbator if I ever saw one. Takes one to know one. But I keep it in my room. I ain't a perv, y'all. Plus, I don't want anybody to see my weird dick. Meanwhile, Donald Trump got out there and said, Obama could have never done this, y'all. Obama could have never pulled off a masterful feat like my goddamn state fair. He says, do you think people appreciate what a fantastic job we did in building and operating the Great American State Fair? I bet they didn't, Donald Trump. Nobody appreciates your genius and hard work. Packed with happy people. I mean, there was the guy who masturbated, so he was pretty happy to got arrested. And everybody loving it. Ask yourself this simple question. I will. Do you think that Obama or Sleepy Joe Biden could have done it? I do not. I do not think they could have done what you did, Donald Trump. You got them there. Nobody would have pulled this bullshit off, put on this rinky-dink bullshit and stole all the fucking money right from everybody's nose. Balls, I'll give you that, Trump. They don't have the balls to do that. So that's one for you. I got one for you there, Trump. But folks, in this whole shit show that nobody showed up to, you know who I really feel sorry for the most? You know who the real victim in all this is? Chelsea Kellogg. Chelsea Kellogg! Beautiful! Celeste, I know her name. Celeste Lynn Kellogg. Beautiful. Young Celeste Lynn. She's 32 years old, y'all. Country music singer, actress. You might remember her from her movie roles like, no, didn't see that one. No. Okay, none of them. You don't remember her. You don't know her. But believe me, up and coming star, Celeste Kellogg. 32 years old, though, to be honest with you, a little long in the tooth to be a country music singer. I know. In her life, a lot of people must have been whispering in her ear, Celeste, if it was going to happen, it would have already happened by now. You're still a young woman, 32, but 32 is old for a new country music singer. I just don't think it's going to happen. Celeste, why don't you do something real? Like, I don't know, go drive for Uber or marry some rich dude. Celeste, the time has come to end your dreams. But the next thing you know, Celeste gets the big call. The big call comes in. They're like, Celeste, we want you to play America's 250th anniversary. And she was like, what? I made it. I finally made it. My big break is here, everybody. And she got up there and she did her thing. And woo, 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 woo. She rocked that fucking motherfucking park mall, everybody. She did it. Got up there. She was happy. So happy. Got to do her fucking thing. And finally gonna get the recognition she deserves. But y'all, it's so sad. You know, her guitar player is also like, woo, we did it, baby. We got the mall gig. We got the 250 gig. Gonna be huge. I'm not kidding, y'all. This is sad. She actually deleted this picture off her Instagram. This picture was literally up on her Instagram, and everybody took it down, and they zoomed in on the guitar player's eyes, and nobody was there. Nobody was there. Poor Celeste. Poor Celeste. You're pretty. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Celeste. You'll marry some old Republican dude. You'll be fine. I'm saying. She'll land on her feet. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, gaslighting. North Korea levels. Shit like I've never witnessed before over on Fox News. So this was the Super Bowl of Fox News. Woo, America! 250 patriotism. Our boy Donald Trump, he got in office. We did it, everybody. We did it. We won. It's time to celebrate like it's 1999, sluts. Unfortunately for them, nobody showed up for their party. So they have to sit there the entire time and just basically lie to your face. Who you going to believe? Us or your own lying eyes? But the party demanded you believe them over your own eyes, folks.
Mall. Mark, great to see you here today. There's a lot of energy down there. What's the latest?
Sandra, it sure is, and welcome back to Washington. So good to see you personally. As you've seen yourself, there is a big energy here on the National Mall.
So much energy.
The crowd sizes are smaller in the morning. It has picked up quite a bit.
Picked up! Look at all the pickup! Woo! So much pickup.
Fair generating a lot of headlines.
So many
and
headlines.
We have seen more people come to see it for themselves, including...
They're so desperate, y'all. The same thing they keep repeating it all the time is, more people are coming. It's more than you think. Don't let the fucking pictures fool you. There's more people coming. A big crowd. They keep saying it over and over and over again, which just shows you how fucking insecure they are.
Right to the Ferris wheel. You'll zoom in here and see the crowds that are lined up for a chance to see Washington unlike any other way.
Yeah,
we
already
saw
saw
this isn't about politics, but a chance.
It was empty, and it is about politics. Meanwhile, on Fox News.
Well, you guys saw on the way over here, but I'm not kidding. I think there were thousands.
Yesterday, I said on air, hey, there are thousands of people. Some poo-pooers on the X are like, oh, thousands of people. The North Carolina booth was counting 880 people an hour coming through their booth.
Yeah.
So unless they have the same 880 people lined up, going around, there are thousands of people.
Hey, we're not lying. I mean, you can literally see behind us. We got a camera right behind us. You can see we're lying, but we're not lying. Ha ha! Woo!
Here, and I'll tell you what, that's with rain, with everything else going on, the fact that it is heightened security just because of the world right now. It's really an awesome crowd, and it's the people that want to be here.
I love that comment. Yeah, it's not many people, but it's the people that want to be here. The people worthy to celebrate America. Not like you unwashed heathens who have that Trump derangement syndrome. We got the good people here, and more Fox News gaslighting.
And sometimes the pictures really don't tell the full story, because if you look behind us, you see, okay, there are a couple hundred people back there, but the truth is, when you make your way over here and you're in this, you're in a wash of people. I don't know. And
yeah, I know. Hey, I know you see with your own eyes that I'm bullshitting you, but just believe me, baby. Earlier, there were a ton of people. They go to a different school. You wouldn't know them. They were all named George Glass. It was amazing. I had to fight my way through them. I threw a couple elbows at some George Glasses, man. It was awesome. You should have seen it. I wish I would have had a camera. And yes, the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. If all other accepted the lie, if all records told the same tale, the lie passed into history and became the truth. That's 1984. That's exactly where we're heading, folks.
Happy early birthday, America. We're celebrating already at the Great American State Fair. Man, we've got thousands of people celebrating this birthday with us, Tommy. You and I had a chance to go out. We got to see some of the exhibits. I'm sure you got what I got, which was a lot of people going, hey, love to watch it on Fox. I hope a lot of them left the mall, went home, and turned on their TV.
A lot of them were like, hey, I'm glad to see another person here. This is awesome. There's two of us now. And Peter Ducey dropping this deuce.
Do you ever in your wildest dreams think you may be doing your Sunday show from a state fair?
Yeah, and your wildest dreams? Did you ever imagine sitting in front of an empty field and trying to lie to people and tell them it was popping? Did you ever imagine it could be this good? I mean, holy shit, it's so weird. It's so weird, the society we live in, everybody.
The National Mall. How great is this?
It's really something.
It's really something.
The weather, not the best today.
Not the best. It's the weather, everybody. It's not because everybody hates Donald Trump and us. It's the weather.
But people are still coming out.
People are still coming. And listen, we need rain, so we'll take it. Well, the farmers need the rain, so we're going to be okay with it.
It's good, actually. It's good nobody's here because of the farmers, everybody. Why do you hate the farmers?
You need rain. First,
you ever?
Yeah, they need the rain. Everything going according to plan, everybody. Then they started showing pictures of events that wasn't this one. It even says FIFA fan zone, Washington, D.C., State Fair surprise, actually showing scenes from the D.C.'s FIFA fan zone. And try to pretend like it's from Freedom 250 Fair. Desperation time, and all I know, folks, is I am, to be honest with you, a little jealous. Envious, color me green, like the reflecting pool. I missed out on the super amazing cuisine they had. Shit you can literally only get at the 250th American Birthday World Fair. Wait till you see the goods they came up with.
And so, cheers to Senators McCormick and Fetterman. They're friends of the Sunday briefing.
Cheers.
Before we let you go, I asked our team to go and collect some of what the food is that's available.
Mouth-watering. What'd you get?
We've got a hot dog.
Uh-huh.
I guess
American hot dog.
That could be from any state.
Yes.
And then a pizza.
Oh,
We've
my
got
God.
pizza. Who doesn't love cheese pizza here on the National Mall?
You got food from literally every fucking state cuisine from all over. Maine, lobster. I don't know the other states' foods, but there's a bunch of them, I'm sure. Pizza and hot dogs? That's the fucking most basic bitch shit I ever heard in my life. What the fuck? It looks terrible. Not even a good pizza. It's a shitty goddamn cheese pizza.
Oh, that's right.
If Dave Portnoy, who comes on the show sometimes,
die,
was here, we would
please.
have him
All
take
of
one.
you, fuck sakes. And meanwhile, Gaslight to the people that were actually there. Literally lying to the people standing right in fucking front of them. Here's Dr. Oz.
And it's because there's tons of people here. It's a huge space, and it's just going to get more and more crowded as the week goes on.
You can see how insecure they are about it. There's tons of people here. There's 1 billion people here. It's all crowded, everybody. Don't look around. Look at me. Look at me.
Not only do we have a lot of people here, we have people that you want to have here, like Stacey Garrity. That woman's going to be next governor of Pennsylvania.
There we go.
Yeah, the crowd goes loud.
And it's because there's tons of people here.
Tons.
It's a huge space,
Huge
and it's just going to
space.
get more and more.
More and more. You're going to fill up everybody. You're not going to, it's going to be shoulder to shoulder out at the mall. Meanwhile, Donald Trump focused on the important things to help Americans, like ensuring his passport. The American passport has his picture on it, folks, because his picture's got to be on everything. And here's how dumb our country is. Here's how embarrassing our president is. So he puts his name on the passport with a message that says, "Welcome, be good." But if you know anything about passports, they're for Americans who are traveling to other countries generally. So it doesn't make sense, but nothing does. Nothing does. So, whatever. Sadly, the least embarrassing thing to happen in America today. And this from No Shit Files. Pride in being American falls to new low. No shit. Obviously. Who would fucking be proud of this bullshit about what we become, about how far we've fallen? I feel you on that one for once, America. Meanwhile, you guys are going to be shocked. Prepare your shock face. You know who was behind that plan to institutionalize disabled people? And you're like, what? Yeah, it was Voldemort. It was Lord Voldemort. Pee Wee German, of course it was. White House advisor Stephen Miller was the driving force behind the Justice Department recent memo authorizing states to institutionalize people with disabilities rather than fund community-based care. So this is what they're going to do. They got the for-profit prisons that get huge government contracts, and of course they have stocks, and it's all their donors and their best friends. And so while they pretend to worry about mental health care every time there's a school shooting, mental health care, they do everything they can to defund the mental health care, and they're literally looking at putting disabled people in prison, folks. Just wait till they classify Trump derangement syndrome as a mental illness and start locking us up. And folks, Maggie and Kelly done got so racist. Even racists are like, damn, girl, dial that shit back a little bit. But she's found her lane. She's found her audience. She realized which side's her bread is buttered on, and surprise, surprise, it's white bread.
And look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to fucking Haiti. Sorry.
So the Haitians came over here because our government begged them to. Cincinnati, Ohio was in its death throes. It needed workers extremely bad, a new source of labor. And so we begged people from all over across the world. We need people that want to live the American dream to come over here and help rebuild this fucking city. And they did, especially from Haiti. They answered the call and they came over here and they helped rebuild Ohio. And it's improved so much from what it was. I'm going to read you in the trash world section. The governor of Ohio basically says that they're devastating Cincinnati once again, by rounding up the same exact people they begged to come over here and save it and who did come over here and saved it. But it doesn't matter, folks. They would literally rather cities crumble to the fucking ground than have black people, brown people live in them. They would rather have large swaths of nothing in this country as long as it's all fucking white.
I'm thinking about our friends in Ohio who've been dealing with these TPS Haitians for years now, who are drunk driving all over their towns and killing people.
Oh, no, drunk driving. Let's do collective punishment. One dude was drunk driving. Let's blame them all for that. That's how racism works. And let's see if she can get any more racist.
Okay, and why is it we only take people from shithole countries like Haiti and Somalia? Yes,
like
good
America?
question. Also, why cannot we have some people from Norway and Sweden? Yes. Who among us was not watching the Norwegians do their row thing? The row in unison, tens of thousands of them celebrating their sports team playing at the World Cup, organized, clean cut, fun, disciplined, thinking, why can't we have those immigrants?
Yeah, hey, why can't we have hot white Olympians, just hard-bodied 6'6" alpha males? Man, I sure would love some of that Norwegian dick. Why we got so many Browns? Why don't we get more Norwegians? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want to come here. Because it's a shithole country. Their people are much, much happier than we fucking are. Because we're the worst. Thanks to people like you, Magian.
They can come.
I know. So I can
not
come.
Permanently, because Norwegians tend to be leftists. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, they're
so
clean,
even
they're orderly.
Even they aren't good enough. So nothing's good enough, really, to be honest with you. Just white folks, white Americans. That's it, folks. And then Thomas Massey done decided he all out of fucks to give. Guys know who Thomas Massey is? No, I'm no fan of Thomas Massey because he's a Republican douchebag, but he did try to hold Donald Trump responsible for the Epstein files. And he immediately lost his job because you're not allowed to call out the elite for their pedophilia in this country. Not allowed here in America anymore, so he's out of fucks to give. He's out of a job. So when a reporter comes up to him and they do, this guy's a Newsmax guy, I guess. They do what they do. They basically just ask questions of shit they made up. Like, do you want to respond to all the women you raped? And you're like, the fuck you talking about? I didn't rape any women. We heard sources claimed you raped women. Please comment about it. That's the kind of gotcha they do. So Massey try to turn it around to a reporter, and it went something like this.
Anything you could say.
So let me ask you, I heard that you like gay porn. Is that true?
Congressman, I just want to give you a chance, your side.
I'm giving you a chance to give me your side.
I'm not going to get into
Are you a real news organization or not? No, come back, man.
They're not.
All you got to say is you don't like it, that you haven't been to those websites.
Of course I don't like it.
Really?
But thank you.
That's not what I heard.
He's walking away pretty quickly.
Just giving you a chance to respond, that's all.
And you're with Fox?
But thank you.
Is that a real news organization?
Yep.
Is this what you do for a living, man?
Congressman, we're good. Thank you.
We're good. He didn't like the taste of his own medicine, that's for fucking sure. Fought it. Meanwhile, and this is what I was alluding to earlier, folks. Apparently, according to Newsmax, they're about to classify Trump derangement syndrome as a mental illness.
So I had another woman Dr. Carol Lieberman on, and she's the terrorist therapist, and she has Dr. Carol's Couch, which is a show on voiceofamerica.com, and she's hilarious. But she's actually helping with classifying TDS as an official diagnosable disease. HHS Secretary Kennedy is working on doing this to make it a diagnosable mental illness.
Woo! Fuck yeah, man! Finally, I'm gonna get my disability check in. Dudes, I'm gonna get the biggest disability check of anybody. Check my timeline. Ain't nobody ever had Trump derangement syndrome more than me. Fuck yeah, woo! Hell, I cannot wait. Oh my God, I'm gonna get me one of those handicap placards for my fucking car. Hell yeah, I'm gonna roll my ass up to Walmart and I'm gonna fucking park right up front in the handicap zone. Get out of my car and just walk my happy ass right into Walmart. People are going to be like, why are you taking up the handicap spaces? You're clearly not handicapped. And I'm like, calm down, bitches. It's fine. I hate Donald Trump and just walk my happy ass right up in there. Woo! Fuck yeah, baby. Cannot wait.
Because look at this, these people are mentally ill. And what's going to happen when Trump's gone? They're just going to sit around and just wait for him to die. And then when he dies, they're all going to go, what are they going to do? What do we do?
Nothing.
With these?
I'm just going to die with him. Like a pharaoh. Just bury me in the same tomb. I'll be happy. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening, folks. Hell yeah. And all right, I got an economy section coming up. Then we're going to do the fucking halftime. What you guys got to say about that? TDS, yep. I'm about to get paid, finally. Been waiting for my government check. It's long due. Celebrate holiday. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. Don't leave me hanging. I got to read all of them at the end of this section. My beautiful voice, your words, make it happen. But for now, let's cover it. Time for some economy. It's the economy, stupid! Another month, another giant jump in inflation. Commerce Department inflation jumps to 3-year high. Annual inflation hit the highest level in more than 3 years last month as prices across the economy rose at an even quicker pace. According to data released, 4% higher than the same time last year. It was so high last year, so high. We couldn't even make it last year. It's 4% higher than that now. Just the dumbest people. Holy shit. What can you say, America? What can you say? Eat your cat food and shut the fuck up. I don't even feel sorry for you. The only person I feel sorry for, me, because I'm an American. Meanwhile, you guys ready for more tariffs? More tariffs! Because inflation wasn't bad enough. Of course, if you know anything about economics, inflation hurts the poorest the most because they're the ones that have the majority of their money in cash, right? Not stocks, bonds, real estate. They have it in cash. And so inflation basically makes their dollar and the value of their dollar worth less. It hurts them the most. But what does he give a fuck, folks? You know what he's really concerned about? Other countries taxing the super rich. So he's demanding. President Donald Trump on Friday threatened to impose a 100% tariff on the goods of any country that imposes a digital service tax on U.S. companies. Companies like Anthropic or ChatGPT or all these AI companies. Now, other countries are supposed to have economic freedom, the freedom to tax whoever they want to. It's their fucking country. But I guess now in America, we decide what every country does. We decide your economic policies. And if you don't like it, hey, remember that deal we signed where we promised we would abide by? Well, it's all, baby, like it never happened. We can just change the deal immediately. Why would anybody make any deals with us if we don't have any honor, if nothing's binding? But yeah, baby, hey, how dare you try to tax people like Elon Musk, the world's first trillionaire, and Sam Altman, billionaire, all these tech oligarchs, fucking Jeff Bezos. How dare you, if you dare try to tax them $1 extra, I'm going to punish the poorest Americans by taxing them more via tariffs. How do you like that? I don't like it very much, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. Meanwhile, remember his big bipartisan bill that he was going to sign about affordable housing. Finally, something for the poorest. Finally, something for the little man, for the middle class. Make housing affordable for all of us. A bill that makes it to where big corporations can't buy up all the houses and charge us rent to keep us a renter class for the rest of the goddamn existence. Finally doing something about it. Bipartisan, both the Democrats and the Republicans got together. They hammered it out. White House spokesperson Karen Leavitt went public, bragged about how they were going to pass this, bragged about how this is one of the White House's main initiatives to help the poor, the young future homeowners. And so, of course, Donald Trump is like, I ain't signing that shit. Fuck y'all. And they're like, why aren't you signing it? And he's like, I don't want to hurt rich people.
About what?
The housing bill that you didn't sign today. That came
No, I just said I'm not signing the housing bill. I want to see what happens with it. Look, the housing bill is housing. I made billions of dollars with housing. I
of course. Trump immediately start bragging himself. I'm the greatest ever. I'm the smartest dude ever.
Housing better than anybody, maybe anywhere. It's all about the interest rate. Lower the interest rates. You can have all the housing you want.
Okay, well, the only way you're going to lower the interest rate is if you stop attacking foreign countries and lower gas, and also stop with the tariffs, because that's literally directly causing the interest rates to be higher.
But you have to understand, I don't want to hurt people that own houses too. These people, for the first time in their lives, they have valuable houses.
It's not about the olds. All the olds who already got it fucking made, who own Social Security.
Rich. I don't want to hurt them either.
Sir,
what you want to do?
I don't want to hurt the rich.
Become rich. I don't want to hurt them either.
So that's why he's not doing. I don't want to hurt the rich folks. He's just saying it out loud. Fuck the poors. I don't give a shit. They even asked him about it once again. Hey, what about this bill that's supposed to help poor and young homeowners get new homes? And literally, folks, I'm not making this up. He said, yawn.
A bill, that big deal. It's a yawn. Some people say it's wonderful. To me, compared to the Save America Act, just about everything is a big yawn.
That's right. Hey, if you don't let me steal the elections with the Save America Act, everything else is a big yawn. I don't give a fuck about poor people buying houses, okay? What I care about is stealing the election so I stay in power for fucking ever. So, yawn, hey, wake me up when something important fucking happens, dipshit Americans. And once again, I feel you on that one, Trump. Trump dead on in that respect. Meanwhile, lying again, folks. Every day it's like 100 new things. Like any one of these individually would have wrecked any other politician. Remember, Dean? Dean was like, yeah! And that fucking destroyed his whole presidential run because he said, yeah! Donald Trump, every single day, 20 things, nothing. This time he's lying about paying for a White House granite path. So basically they had the same path at the White House forever. He decides to rip it up, put down fire-etched marble or some shit. He walks out there and he's like, this is beautiful. Paid for by me, he replied. But of course, lie. Cost taxpayers $700,000, but it doesn't matter. No one is checking him anymore. What's it matter? And then our president is evicting farmers in Vietnam so our president can build a $1.5 billion golf resort in another country. Just a normal day in America. Just typical American shit where your president doing deals with foreign countries to build $1.5 billion golf resorts. Hey, I'm sure there's no quid pro quo there. I'm sure the country of Vietnam is not giving him any sweetheart deals in any way. Remember when Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm just so there wasn't any tiny semblance of impropriety. But those days are long gone, quaint compared to what's happening now. Another one, Donald Trump bought millions of dollars in Taser stock before he ordered ICE to give the Taser company a sweetheart deal. Just every single day. It's easy to make money when you're insider trading, when you are the one who passes the bills. Just buy the stock and then make the government fund the company, which is exactly what happened in Kalisha. Well, that's coming up next. But first off, this is how the game was played, y'all. This is how corrupt the system is. Remember how much they freaked out because Hunter Biden got $1 million for working for a company? They didn't find out he did anything wrong, just he made $1 million. Well, you guys know what Kalisha is? A Kalshi. So Kalshi is one of those prediction markets. It's like Polymarket, where you can bet on anything. They were trying to be the big competitor to Polymarket, but they were afraid the government was going to shut them down or they're going to be highly regulated. So how do you get around that? How do you make sure the government doesn't regulate you and you just sell through all the government agencies without any questions and no problem whatsoever? Well, how about for no money whatsoever, we just give the president's son 20% of the company? Yeah, nobody. Not give us anything. Just 20% for you, sir. Good day. Well, that's what they did, folks. And then you're going to be shocked. No regulation. Sailed right through. And now what they gave Trump Jr. is worth billions of dollars. You don't have to give it to the president. You can just give it to his son, folks. It's just a direct bribe to the president. Billions of dollars. Donald Trump Jr. is reportedly sitting on a sizable paper gain after prediction market platform Cashapp handed him equity worth roughly $300,000 when he joined in 2025. Trump Jr. did not invest his own money. Cashapp granted him the stake when the company was valued at under $2 billion, less than a tenth of the $22 billion valuation in funding round last month. Cashapp has been a direct beneficiary of Trump administration's light touch approach to prediction markets. I bet it is. But just right in your face, folks. They're just looting us, robbing us fucking blind. No one's stopping them. America voted for it, so here we are. Another example. This is crazy. It's so crazy to read this, folks. I'll read this whole fucking thing. Listen to this. When Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick met with Kazakhstan's president at the St. Regal's Hotel last September in New York, President Trump jumped in by phone as the men sealed a deal on a top priority for Washington. During the call, Mr. Trump and his team won agreement from the Kazakh leader to give a little-known American company access to one of the world's largest untapped reserves of tungsten, a metal that the United States desperately needs for the production of missile warheads, fighter jets, computer chips, and critical goods. Ahead of the deal, the Trump administration approved preliminary applications for as much as $1.6 billion in federal financing. That means the company was financed by the government. The government's paying for all this. The government's backing it all up, so if it goes bad, if they don't make any money, it's the taxpayers who are on the hook for it. But if the company makes money, they get to keep all the fucking profit. A direct fucking scam. We're literally buying these billion-dollar companies with taxpayer money for these people right in the light of day. It was not only Mr. Trump and Mr. Lutnick who saw an opportunity. Their sons were soon doing business with partners in a deal that their fathers were negotiating. Continued a pattern of self-enrichment in the second Trump administration that has few precedents in American history. Over and over and over and over again, folks. It's gotten so crazy. They are literally going public and bragging about how corrupt they are. They get off on it. They go home at night, they close the door behind them, they lock their wife out, and J.D. Vance jacks off in the corner, laughing that he can literally admit in public how they're robbing the American people and get away with it. Here he is, basically saying that Watergate was no big deal, and we owe Richard Nixon an apology.
So we were talking about this a little bit backstage, but I'm actually fascinated by Nixon as a character in history. I think that
as a role model,
his historical legacy is enjoying a bit of a renaissance, but I think deservedly so.
Deservedly so.
As I joked with Robert backstage, if Watergate happened tomorrow, it would be like a 12-hour news story. Like the idea.
Yeah, we're soaking around. Hey, we do 10 Watergates a day, okay? I did 3 Watergates before I walked on stage. What the fuck? People were actually mad about that? That's crazy.
Would have taken down a presidency is crazy. And by the way, if you look at the story of how the deep state took down Richard Nixon, it's not.
Yeah, it was the deep state. So if you're familiar with Watergate, let's do a quick review. Nixon's aides authorized a break-in of the DNC headquarters to install bunking equipment in a caper full by a night watchman who called police. They then enlisted the CIA to mislead the FBI that the break-in was related to a probe of malign foreign actors. The entire operation was paid for by a slush fund controlled by the White House. The White House also enlisted the IRS to probe hundreds of Nixon's political enemies. The Attorney General of the White House and several other top aides were all convicted and served time for their involvement in the crimes and cover-ups. But he's right. I mean, it is very quaint compared to what Donald Trump is doing, right? It's a nothing burger. But that's how much our country has changed, folks. We literally voted the criminals in, all the criminals, so we got it. Got what you voted for, America. And man, talking about criminals. This is what J.D. Vance was just laughing about. Laughing in our fucking face about how corrupt they are. So you guys want to know where all this money that they funded ICE with is going? They're basically funded ICE with about half of what the Air Force gets a year. It's a whole nother branch of government. Billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars a year. Well, obviously, like all things Trump, it's just a giant scam. It's a way for them to siphon more money off the American people. So here's how the scam works. They round up a brown person, and then they fly and drive the brown person in buses all over the country. They bus the same brown people around all over the place, and then they put it on their invoices. Hey, we had to fly these 20 brown people to this state. That was $5 million. Hey, we had to take a bus from here down here. That's another $10 million. And they just bust them around over and over and over again just so they can bill hours, millions and millions and millions of dollars to make it look like they're doing something so they can siphon all this money off. Case in point, folks, this is a true fucking story. Listen to this shit.
And I was able to see one sign that says Alexandria. But I had no idea whether it's Alexandria, Florida, Alexandria, Mississippi, Alexandria, no idea at all.
With his help, we traced Della Valle's odyssey through the deportation system. From the U.S. Virgin Islands, ICE flew him to Puerto Rico, then Miami, then bused him to the Chrome Detention Center outside Miami, then flew him to Alexandria, then back to South Florida and Broward County's Transitional Center, then a bus ride to Alligator Alcatraz in the middle of Florida. After Alligator Alcatraz, ICE sent Carlos back to Chrome near Miami, then up to Broward County, and then to Pompano Beach. A flight to Jacksonville, then a bus ride to Orlando, then back to Baker Correctional Center in North Florida. Then a flight back to Alexandria and a bus ride to Wynn Correctional. Then a flight out of Alexandria to Port Isabel in Texas and to the border in Brownsville. Thinking he was being deported, Carlos ended up back on a flight to El Paso, then another flight back to Alexandria, and a bus ride back to Wynn Correctional. One man's experience that we estimated cost taxpayers more than $200,000.
And you know how much they charge for that? They definitely charge $5 million at least. Just so crazy. Hey, they're really worried about fraud and abuse, aren't they? They're really worried about budgets, aren't they? Just so fucking crazy. But hey, whatever, America. That's all you can say at this point. All you can do is shake your head and fucking laugh at it, right? The death rows of the dumbest people to ever exist, in my opinion. But at least some of the good guys are getting paid from our taxpayers' dollars. I mean, ICE doesn't care, right? Just like the police. They abuse us and they make us pay for it. But guys, remember I covered this story? The guy who was playing the Star Wars theme song to troll the national ICE, and they brutally arrested him. Remember this shit?
Why and when did I start recording the National Guard? The why.
So anyway, they arrested him. So he sued and won. DC to pay settlement to man arrested for trolling National Guard by playing Darth Vader theme. So heroes, I should have put this on the hero list. But I'll put it in the economies because it is our tax dollars. Another thing is being wasted on frivolous bullshit. It's always the way. And man, it sure seems like in this society, the worse you are, the more you get rewarded. It's like nobody is ever held accountable for fucking anything. So now Mike Lindell is off the hook for his lawsuit against Dominion. Remember, they had a slam dunk fucking lawsuit. They already won against Fox News. 100% they would have won it. But a MAGA Trump supporter bought up the Dominion voting machines and dropped the lawsuit against him, folks. Even though they would have made millions of dollars, still, they always have each other's back. This is why they just lie constantly, do whatever they want to do, because they know there's no comeuppance. They know there's no reprisal. They know nothing's ever going to happen to them. They just get away with it again and a fucking again and a fucking again. And also, is it scary as fuck to anybody else that MAGA has now bought Dominion, the very company they claim stole the election? Now, obviously they didn't because they have the machines now. If they would have stole the election, they would have released that information by now. But I bet you they're going to now. Now they got the machines. They're going to do exactly what they accused the other side of doing. And this is scary. This is something I talked about a little bit on the last show. Apparently, the government of the United States is now deciding which AI models get released and who they get released to. That seems bad. So now they're releasing the most powerful AI models to only special government-approved companies now, while the rest of us have to sit in the fucking dark. In fact, the very AI model, Fable, that I used to start making my game was immediately banned by the United States government. Still has not been released again yet, folks. The government is now approving GPT 5.6 access customer by customer. For AI companies on the verge of releasing cutting-edge new AI models, there's a new normal in the wake of the Trump administration's tense showdown with Anthropic in recent weeks. On Wednesday, for example, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman informed staff that a Q&A session the company would release its latest model, 5.6, in a limited preview to a small group of partners, basically vetted by the United States government. So I guess they're going to have all the most powerful AI tools, and the rest of us are going to be at their fucking mercy. I don't know what they're going to do with it, folks. If they keep postponing the latest AI models for the American people, China's going to overtake us. They're already doing it. They already have a few models that are open weights that kick fucking ass. So, seems like a bad move to me. Meanwhile, third world country, that's where we live, folks. All the corruption, all the fraud, and yet we are still the only country in the World Cup currently that does not have socialized medicine, folks. We're the only one. We're a third world country. I saw a comment saying the U.S. is the only country in the World Cup without universal health care, and I was like, nah, no way that's accurate. 20 seconds on the World Wide Web later, the United States is the only country in the World Cup without universal health care because we don't care about our own people. Capitalism, it's when every single person is broken down to a dollar sign, even your life. If you're worth more dead, then you gotta die, baby. You ain't worth fucking shit. And let's see if I want to do this next section before I do halftime. All right, let's do one more section, folks, because it does dovetail nicely into exactly what I want to talk about. So if you haven't get your super chats in, get your super chats in now. I'm going to read them all after the end of the section. I promise, but brand new section. I'm going to start doing this from now on because I'm trying to inject a little positivity into the stream and into the fucking world. So get psyched with me, folks. It's time to get involved in the socialist revolution. The socialist revolution. And woo! Love it, folks! Both the blue MAGA, which is just Democrats, they're MAGA light. They freaking out, folks. Republicans freaking out. Donald Trump freaking out. Everybody freaking out because Zoran Mamdani and Hassan Pak are rolling across the United States. Big wins. And they're showing everybody that the Democratic establishment promising us all that they could only do just the most basic stuff around the edges was bullshit this whole time because they're getting real shit done, real progress made, and the establishment terrified. Case in point, Mamdani just kicked off this advertising campaign to tout his new policy on freezing the rent in New York.
New York, the Independent Rent Guidelines Board just froze the rent. That means if you're one of the more than 2 million New Yorkers who lives in a rent-stabilized apartment, your rent's going to be frozen next year.
Woo, that's the way to do it, man. He's so good. So good on camera. So polished, so professional. So, of course, fear-mongering immediately. Bald, squeaky bitch Tim Pool was like, he is intentionally trying to destroy the economy. As stupid people vote for stupid things, smart people leave, and stupid shit gets worse, driving out the rest. Only New York is the new hot place to be. Remember when Tim Pool used to cover Occupy Wall Street? You guys might not even know this. Tim Pool used to be a leftist whose job was covering the we are the 99% against the 1%, covering the corruption of the oligarchs. And then one day, Tim woke up and he realized, damn, there ain't no money in this. I'm switching sides, baby. And he never looked back. Never been a more bald bootlicker than squeaky bitch bald Tim Pool. Meanwhile, they got it this time, folks. They got him. God damn it, Zoran. I had such high hopes. I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you did this. New York Post. Zoran Mamdani jumps into the pool with his suit on. No! Why? Why did you do it, Zoran? With your suit on? With your suit on? So, yeah, we had a good run, folks. Now, some of you might be like, why is that a big deal? Why would anybody care? You don't understand. You violated the dress code rules. He violated the dress codes! Death! Death! I'm just saying, we have laws in this country for a fucking reason. I didn't write them, but I'm damn willing to enforce them. And this is a good take, to be honest with you. Pretty funny. The New York Post treats Zohran Mamdani like how J. Jonah Jameson treats Spider-Man. And they do, you know. No matter how much good Spider-Man does, they always take some bullshit picture. Look, he's beating up innocent people. I don't believe you, J. Johan Jameson. And then Squeaky bitch, Ben Shapiro. Basically threatening people, folks. Ben Shapiro's like, how it started, how it ends. You start it by giving people frozen rent. And it ends with the landlords burning down your whole building and killing your whole family. Yeah, basically, Ben Shapiro's take is, hey, if you freeze the rent, landlords will commit terrorism, which is a bold fucking take. Unless you think that's not his point, he literally says that. For those of you who don't know about the 1970s, a gigantic percentage of all housing stock in the South Bronx was burned to the ground by landlords who made more money off the insurance than the rent. So they're psychos? Well, then seize their property and put these motherfuckers under the jail, the squeaky bitch. Meanwhile, yeah, New York Post. We are pedophiles. All you're sweet. I like to swim. Hello, ice. Yep. Seems to be a slight double standard from my vantage point. Meanwhile, such a good orator, such a good speaker, such a good representative for socialism and America, Zohran Mamdani. Here he is asked about Donald Trump freaking out about the socialist takeover of America and the fact that he is now the poster boy of it. Here's his response.
There was also a take, it's not just Democrats. You've probably heard what President Trump had to say about you and about the candidates you supported. And he warned that if socialists win, and he calls you communists, but you will start living in squalor. There'll be no food, no housing, no military, no law and order. There'll be nothing. And he had a few other choice words. By the way, he also said he still likes you. But what do you make of what he? I mean, the Republicans are going to make you the poster child for the Democratic Party.
Let them. We don't have to ask ourselves what life looks like if a socialist wins. I won last November, and over the course of these last 6 months, what we've delivered for working people are the very things we were told were impossible. We've delivered free childcare for 2-year-olds for the first time in New York City history. We've delivered tens of millions of dollars back to tenants who were taken advantage of by bad landlords. We've delivered 165,000 potholes being paved. And we've done all of these things while also delivering the lowest recorded crime in our city's history. That's what it looks like to have democratic socialism. And what you're seeing is that New Yorkers experienced this for 6 months and made the decision that they wanted to see more of it on the national stage as well.
Ow! Bitch! Ow! I guess I was asking for it. You got me. You got me. Bitch, don't fucking do that. Ow! Shit! All right, I did ask for it, to be honest with you. So that was on me. That was on me! That was on me. And, all right, let's see what else we got. Ah, shit, I'm bleeding. What are you talking about? Oh, Zohran Mamdani. Yeah, that was an excellent, excellent response from Zohran Mamdani. Not trying to run away from it. Not hiding it. Then Donald Trump, I guess this is his new campaign tactic. Fearmonger about communism, socialism. Folks, dogs are going to eat cats. It's going to rain fire from the earth. Everybody going to die. Oh, well, this is not it. That's next. But here, folks, oh, my God.
Mayor Mamdani, who came to the White House and seems like a nice guy, but he said he was going to do this in his campaign. Nobody thought he was serious. He said he was going to make sure that people don't have a rent increase, even though energy went up. Mayor.
How did it go up? That's the goose. How did it go up, Donald? Why did energy go up? Why did energy go up? He's like, he can't freeze the rent because the energy is going up. Yeah, my brother in Christ, because you are the one that made it go up. Jesus. But fearmongering, that's his new tactic, folks. The end of days because of the socialist. That's not even fucking it. Here we go. Fuck it. Let's move past out. Here he goes. This is today.
Mr. President, Zohran Mamdani said in an interview this week that he was open to being the poster child for socialist candidates. Are you worried about more socialist candidates across the United States?
I think it's a big threat to our nation, actually. Because it's not socialism, it's really communism. They use the word social democrat because it sounds so nice, but it's really communism you're talking about. I think it's the biggest threat to our nation there is, maybe since our founding. That includes World War I, World War II,
then Hitler?
September 11th.
Zarab Mamdani more a threat than Hitler, than 9/11? Hassan Abbey worse than, what was that guy's name? I was going to say Saddam Hussein. That ain't it. The guy that 9/11, you know what I'm talking about.
Includes the Pearl Harbor attack.
You forgot. Bin Laden, that's his name. I knew the whole time. I was testing you.
To our nation. People will smile when I say that, but the smart people are going to say, you know, he's probably right. It's basically introducing communism into the United States of America. There's never been anything so dangerous. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. No, I will be taking no questions whatsoever. I just pooped my diaper. Get the fuck out. Meanwhile, the Blue MAGA, the Democrats, don't you say Bin Laden. I already said it. I said it. I knew it. I'm glad you knew it too, though. I'm glad. Meanwhile, the MAGA-like Democrats are pissed off, y'all. So basically, we have one-party system. It's the pro-Israel, we suck Israel's nuts, we love Israel right-wing party. And the Democrats are slightly, in some respects, more progressive, but it's still, like, Democrats are center-right and Republicans are far-right. Democrats are actually a little bit right. They're not even center. Anyway, freaking out, y'all. Because a lot of the socialists know likey Israel and all the child murder and ethnic cleansing. So they're trying to gaslight. They're like, hey, this is Ranthony. There's a bunch of these accounts on my timeline trying to guilt the socialists, bully them away from the Democratic Party. They're like, Biden cut child poverty in half, and these people hated him. Yeah, hey, isn't that why we hated Biden? I know about you. But the only reason I hated Joe Biden was because child poverty cutting. I was like, God damn it, if it wasn't for Joe Biden cutting child poverty, I'd vote for him, but I just can't do it. Or let me think. Was it not because he was cutting child poverty, but because he was cutting children in half? Literally all over my social media, dead children cut in half, beheaded. That's why I think it was that. Now that I think about it real carefully, that might have been it. You gaslighting sack of shit. But yeah, this is the Democrats, folk. They're desperate. They feel like they're losing their pro-Israel party. We might actually be getting a second party, and they know liking it. And case in point, snakehead James Carville. I was good on him a couple weeks ago, and now we're sour again. He freaking out, folks. James Carville calls for a formal Democratic Party divide. I dare you not worship Israel. I dare you not let Israel kill anybody they want to. We got to split the party, everybody. We got to let them know that we're not with them assholes who want children to live. Fuck you, old bitch. Go towards the light. Stat, if you would, please. Here he is, bitching.
The congressional Democrat should seat her as a member of the Democratic Party. You can't kick her out of Congress. She was voted, but she doesn't have to be in a Democratic caucus. I don't have anything in common with Miss Chevalier, and I really don't want to.
Remember, these people continuously vote blue no matter who. You're not a traitor. You don't want Trump to win. You don't want to help fascists. Vote blue no matter who. And now they're like, not like that. Not like that. Not somebody that doesn't like Israel. Not somebody who's against child murder. That's not what we meant. Split the party. We was full of shit the whole time. We just establishments. We want power for ourselves. We don't like Israel to be challenged. Split the party.
In the same party, she said.
Your reaction to that, Ta-Nehisi?
I wish I could whip my dick out. That's my reaction. Show you guys my weird dick. Anyway.
Go ahead, Ta-Nehisi.
Wow.
This guy's response is dead on, though. Let him talk.
Go ahead, Ta-Nehisi.
Wow. You do this to me every time I come on and it's something that leaves me completely. Because look, the problem with that is, like, look, whenever you think of future Congresswoman Chevalier, she represents actual voters. Okay, she represents actual voters. And what James Carville is saying is that those voters should be disenfranchised. that he is so disgusted with whatever opinion she has that those voters should be disenfranchised. And I don't get it, man. I don't like, you know, that is a district filled with black and brown people. They made their choice, and he just doesn't respect it. You know what I mean? Which to me says, you know, not so much, you know, it's not so much a statement on Palestinians. It's not so much a statement on Israelis. It's not so much a statement on, you know, anything that future Congresswoman Chevalier has said. It's a statement on how he feels about black and brown people.
That part.
The fact that they are useful to him when they vote the way that he agrees with.
Speak
it.
it.
Don't kick them out the party. They don't deserve representation.
Exactly right. That's how a lot of those establishment Democrats feel. Love black people when they're voting with them. You vote for who I tell you to. The minute you don't do it, oh my God, kick them out of the party. Fuck you, dude. I hope the Democratic Party dies a brutal fucking death and is taken over. And I'm here to help make it happen. All I fucking can. And one more, since we're talking about the socialist revolution. Remember old Richie Torres, Zionist dickbag, Ricky Torres, Democrat, loves him some Israel. They was all flippant back when they were having socialists challenge them. They were like, we ain't worried about you socialists. Here's a year ago.
I think it's fair to say that my colleagues in the New York congressional delegation and I, we do not care about the Democratic Socialists of America. We're focused on defeating congressional Republicans in the midterms and making Hakeem Jeffries the Speaker of the House and reversing the catastrophic consequences of the Republican reconciliation bill. We could care less about Mickey Mouse primary challenges.
Mickey Mouse! They're so Mickey Mouse, the socialists. 3 for 3, bitch! Woo! Swept like the bitch you is. Now he shut the fuck up. You next, Richie. Oh, you fucking terrorist supporting traitors are next. And all right, we gotta take a break here and do the halftime, folks. Folks, hey, my name is Dusty Smith. I am an independent journalist, Nate, a historian, a true teller in my own mind. If you like what I do, please consider chipping me a few bucks. Throw a coin to your witcher. If you check the description drop down in every video, there's a link to my Patreon, my PayPal, multiple ways you can support the site if you want to, multiple ways you can support the show if you want to. Please consider chipping in a couple bucks. As a bonus, after parties, the show after the show, and since I didn't do one Friday, I bailed on you guys Friday. I owe you guys an after party. We're going to do it tonight, folks. I got a short one tonight, but we are going to take a look at the game. Those of you who want more tutorials on how you can make your own game, I'm going to talk about my game a little bit, play a little bit more of it. But I do have a little bit here, down here. So if you don't have your ticket, get your ticket. And also, we got a new customized emoji. What? Got a new customized emoji. So spam the chat. If you guys are Dust Buddy, be sure to spam the chat with a new what emoji I'll put for just you guys. And I have a feeling you're going to have the opportunity to use it in just a second. Stay tuned. And no super chats. Why? Am I on the wrong fucking window? I'm on the wrong fucking window. Dusty, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. You are bad at this job. Good thing you haven't been doing it very long. All right. That should be it, right? Connect your encoder to start preview. Why is my... Oh, there it is. All right. It was lagging. All right. Lag. All right. Here we go. We own it now. Rebecca, woo! Well, the latest humiliation for our dear leader is more money out of our pocket. See you Tuesday. Glad you're back. Yes, as I said, it's just another way for him to rob us. That's why it looks so cheap. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Kickbacks to our glorious leader. Gonna be a trillionaire. But hey, that's America for you. Thank you, Rebecca. Love you as always. Look forward to hanging out with you tomorrow. And thank you as always. I really appreciate it. Comrade, $20. What up, Comrade? Whoa! Power to the people. From Vladimir Lenin to you, Comrade Ironsock. $20. Hey, Dusty, where are all the MAGA folks that put him back in office in the first place? They hiding like the fucking cockroaches they are, most of them. You would think they would show up for support, feedback. Everybody's fleeing from the Seek and Shep. Nobody wants to be associated with it anymore. And you shouldn't, but it's too fucking late. Should be like a Scarlet A. Should be like fucking Inglorious Bastards where you carve the fucking Nazi sign on your face. Smoke and stew! The fact that the fair and all the conventions leading up to the last election were so scarce makes me think that this clown stole his way back into power with help from his sicko fans. Yeah, maybe Elon Musk. Who knows? I don't have any evidence for it, so I'm just going to assume America is this stupid, though, to be honest with you. Thank you, Smokey. Good to see you tonight. Veggie Owl Girl, I will mail your magazine out tomorrow. Are you going to see the fireworks? I don't really do fireworks, to be honest with you. I'll probably be working on my game. I'm pretty serious, man. I work all the fucking time. Like, when I do this show, I'm just always working. So I'll probably be doing that. Thank you, Veg Al Girl. You're very generous. I look forward to getting your magazine. And I forgot, I got a card in the mail. Fuck yeah, here we go. This one is from Jennifer. Jennifer D. Dear Dusty. What up, Jennifer? Sending cold thoughts your way in this hot weather. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Jennifer D. Woo, got a little penguin. Man, I need it. I got my air conditioner on. I got my fan blowing on me, and sent me a very generous $25 Amazon gift card. That's just as good as money to me, baby. So very generous. Thank you, Jennifer D. If you guys want to send me anything in the mail, there is a address to my P.O. box in every single description of every video I do. So you can send me literally anything you want to. Dick pics. I guess you wouldn't need the mail for that, to be honest with you, though. And all right, thank you, Jennifer. And free Palestine. 27 kroners from Hendrafe. Love you, Hendrafe. Green Ghost, $20. Hey, Dusty, you rock. You do, Green Ghost. I just want to shout out my kids. Kania? Did I get it? Chloe and Gia Jaya. I don't know. I'm bad at words, but ha-ha. Your parent loves you. Woo. Hell, Chloe said hi and fuck Trump. Hell yeah. Sounds like you're raising them right. Keep it up, Green Ghost. Valedge58, $5. You going to talk about Senator Chris Murphy's break down on Trump's corruption? I guess not, because that doesn't sound familiar. Send me a link. James looks like a sleepwalking vampire. Yeah, they all look like 10 Shades of Nosferatu, don't they? Thank you, J. Kong. Yeah, Carolyn. Woo! Tonight, hey, come to the world. Carolyn McMickle. Gonna make me read you sexy. I've been under the weather and missed you all, and thank you for still being here. You are all the best, Dusty. You are very generous, everybody. Kiss Carolyn's ass. Make her feel welcome. Welcome back. Hope you feel better. Really appreciate you. He keeps doing that. What am I doing? I don't even know. And all right, hey, plenty of time to get your super chats in, folks. Thank you once again, Carolyn. Very generous. Thank you, everybody. But Carolyn, came in big this week. Means a lot. Hero shit. And all right, plenty of time to get your super chats in. Gonna read them all at the end of the show. And the PayPals. Get your PayPals in. Gonna read all the PayPals in the show. But for now, moving right along, let's do a little bit of the Free Palestine, everybody. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! And first off, back to... No, wrong button. Wrong button. All of it's wrong. All the way down. Oh, here we go. Back to the Great American Fair. Guess who showed up? Israel. With the American flag right next to the Israeli flag. Now, what does Israel have to do with America? Our 250th anniversary. They weren't even around like but 60 years ago. Nothing, but they just want you to know who owned you. And nobody showed up, of course. Everybody's sick of it, Israel. Everybody tired of your shit. And I guess no one listens to Christian Zionist slop. Why everybody slop? Hey, that word slop, overused, everybody. Just saying, throwing that out there. I hate to be a fucking hipster. Overused. Be more original. Love you. Love you, Kyle Kalinske. Stole my hair. Kyle Zelensky, whatever you know, I don't care. And you know who's a giant cunt? You can say that word now. It's back. Mayim Balik Blossom. Blossom awful, y'all. Remember? Whoa. Joey. Remember Joey? Nobody does. Anyway, professional victims, that's what they are. Before I play this clip, you guys know that Israel is twice as safe as the safest American city? I'm not kidding. Look it up. Twice as safe as the most safe American city. Israel, one of the safest places on earth. So this victim complex that they're all going to be killed immediately is so stupid, so worthless, but it's part of their whole personality. They don't know how to exist if they're not the victim. In fact, where I live in Mississippi, 700% more likely to die of murder than you are in Israel, folks. Yet I'm not around here bitching, playing the victim all the fucking time, but it's literally in their DNA. So here's Blossom bitching about how tough life is for the Zionist.
I had people approach me wearing Zionism is racism shirts in a parking lot.
Oh my God, somebody wore a t-shirt? How did you live? And also, you guys murdered a bunch of children. Thousands, tens of thousands of children. You blew their heads off. You sniped them. Okay? But hey, tell me more about this T-shirt some guy was wearing in a parking lot.
Not far from here at my favorite vegan joint with my children. And the thought occurred to me.
A thought occurred to you? I doubt it.
What are my kids about to witness?
Oh my God, a thought occurred to me because this guy had a T-shirt. Hey, nothing happened. I was completely fine, but I thought about something happening. And that's what really counts, isn't it? The fact that I thought I was going to be the victim. That's the same thing as all the children we murdered.
When October 7th happened, it just magnified. And it was actually Sacha Baron Cohen who said, we're about to see the largest campaign of anti-Semitism we've ever seen in history.
Why? What? For no reason? People just woke up one day and they decided, oh my God, today I hate Jews. I liked them yesterday, but today I took a bad shit this morning. I had a hemorrhoid, and I just hate Jews for some reason. Is that what happened? I haven't been paying attention. Why are people suddenly so mad at Jews? Could you explain to me?
It's like, what's he talking about? That's what happened. I was afraid like a lot of public Jews were afraid. I didn't know what I was going to find when I opened the gate to my house.
Oh, my God.
I don't live in an expensive gated community. I live in a place where people can see me walking.
Hey, you know where all those children you murdered live? Nowhere, because they're dead.
I did not know what my children would experience. Jeez. And when I saw what started happening to Jewish leaders, when I still see it.
What?
Of course, many of us wondered,
They get a stern talking to?
Next. I had people approach me wearing Zionism is racism shirts in a parking lot not far from here at my favorite vegan joint.
Her kids are like 30, by the way. So, shut up, Blossom! Yeah, at the end of this, Blossom says her sons ask her, well, when was the last time you posted you care about Palestine? Oh, sounds woke to me. I love knowing her kids are getting all up in her ass about her bullshit. Meanwhile, this same bitch literally wrote a book called Rockets Glow about how brave they are genociding the Palestinian people. Wrote a children's book about genociding children called Under the Rockets Glow. Shira's journey to courage. It takes so much courage to bomb children from a distance, to murder and genocide. We're so brave. We're so brave killing them. Good God. The epitome of fucking evil. Ugly on the outside as she is on the inside. Matching set. And you guys see Democratic Representative Scott Wiener? Thought he would take his ass to a trans event. Oh, hell no. You Zionist sack of shit. They wasn't having it, folks. And he looked shook and good. Get all up in his ass.
Hey, Wiener, you gotta get the fuck out my hood, bro.
Fuck out.
You already know what it is.
Oh, stop.
We against the genocide. You think you're gonna come to my neighborhood, bro? You fucked up. You fucked up. It's gonna be a problem. There's innocent children being killed in Palestine. You gonna come here like it's good. What's in that genocidal agenda as a Zionist, bro? Free Palestine. Say free Palestine right now on camera, dog. Say it.
Nope.
2026. I don't need to talk about none of that shit. I'm talking to him. This is a mission district. You should be ashamed. You have no shame come to my community. This is a mission district, homie. Free Palestine, bro. Hey, are you trying to defend him? I don't want to talk to you. I'm talking to him. Why are you not saying
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you not saying nothing, bro? Why are you not saying nothing? Say free Palestine for the
We're all from here. I don't make any difference. Fuck you.
Dog. You say you're against the genocide, right? That's what you said? Because you're running for office? Say free Palestine then. Say free Palestine. You can put your face on camera, but you can't speak on his behalf.
Damn, dude, get some sleep.
Right?
That dude like he ain't slept in a while. Look at his eyes.
You can put your face on camera.
Damn, dude. Need you an eye mask or something. Anyway, love it. No justice, no peace. Meanwhile, this is what I told you guys from the very fucking beginning, from day one, about Bill Maher. He's a Republican, and the reason he's in the position he is because he's one of these Democrats who just does nothing but spread right-wing talking points from the side that, I'm a Democrat, but even the left has gone crazy. But exactly what I told you guys. The only thing these people care about is murdering children. That's it. Even though Bill Maher claims he's an atheist, he still believes in Jewish supremacy. He still believes that they were chosen. He still believes that they have the right to do anything to anybody they want to. And if you don't let him murder children, he will sell out everything he's ever claimed to believe in and vote Republican, because that's what's really important. Now, he'll claim it's because of socialism. He'll be like, oh, my God, I was going to vote Democrat, but you guys did the state-run grocery stores. And so I got to support Donald Trump. Yeah, I know Donald Trump's a rapist. I know that he's looting the government for every penny that he could possibly get. I know he's fucking all in the Epstein files. I know he's the most corrupt president to ever fucking exist, but the state-run grocery stores. But of course, it's not about that. We know it's not about that. We know it's because he wants to murder children in Israel. He wants Israel to be able to do what they want to, and this new socialist section of the Democratic Party doesn't want that. They're not pro-Israel, but he can't say that. Just like all conservatives, they can't tell you what they actually believe, because if he said, hey, I just want to murder children, okay, and I don't want anybody to get in Israel's way of genociding and doing it where they want to, he can't say that, so he has to say, I'm against socialized grocery stores, which is ridiculous, right? We know that's not fucking true. But he has to say something stupid because he can't tell the truth. Anyway, here he is telling J.D. Vance that he's thinking about voting Republican.
Like, if this is where the Democratic Party is going, where this democratic socialist, this obsession with Israel, with the Jew hating, with they don't believe in capitalism, no prisons, if this is where they're going, my vote is in play.
Okay.
And
I like to hear that.
It actually always has been. Every year, I don't make my decision by who has an R or a D. I actually always came to the conclusion that the Democrat was probably better.
Sure.
And voted for them.
Okay.
And Trump can't run again, and he'd be a little too exciting for me anyway. So it's either going to be you or Rubio.
He's literally telling J.D. Vance he's going to vote for him as long as he can keep murdering children, folks. And that's what it all boils down to. That's the kind of sickos we're dealing with here. The evil fucking skin demons literally don't give a fuck about anything else. And this should probably be in the Beyond Parody section, but since we're talking about free Israel, you guys want to know what Ben Shapiro did with all the money he made? Damn, he made so much money before the bottom fell out of it, before his Israel worship caused all of his audience to flee. Hundreds of millions of dollars donated to his show. Did he invest it wisely? Well, here's the trailer for his new film. Let's decide together. Guess what this film is about, y'all? It's about pro-Palestinian terrorists taking over a college.
We have a terror warning in Northern Virginia.
Radical Islam has designs openly on the West.
The FBI thwarted a terror plot on New Year's Eve. Violent attack over the Halloween weekend in Michigan.
Protests on college campuses showing no signs of stopping.
Protest? Oh, no! That is so bad. I'm scared. Somebody save me. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, they have a flag. They have a terrorist flag flying outside of the college, which happens all the time. And they're singing prayers to Islam over the loudspeakers at college, which happens always, as far as I know. Oh my God, terrorists. Oh, everybody, look, everybody has to stop and bow down. Facing Mecca at a certain time at this college. Good God. This makes God's Not Dead look like Shakespeare. Yeah, this band does suck. I like their earlier albums better, to be honest with you. So, yeah, he bankrupt, that's why. Holy goddamn shit. And starring Jonathan Majors. You guys remember Jonathan Majors? He's the guy that was going to be the big new star in Hollywood, and then he beat up his girlfriend or something, and he got blacklisted. Yeah, remember he was in the Creed movies, Jonathan Majors, and this is the kind of schlop he's into now, folks. So, career dead, Jonathan. Never going to survive this one. You might have fought your way back, but nah, you chose poorly, and good goddamn. And, oh, yeah, one more from Zoran Bomdani. Finish this motherfucker off, y'all. They try to get him over and over again with this anti-Semitism, anti-Israel questions, but he is so good. Man, he definitely speaking for me here.
Being American.
And the idea of a Jewish state, Israel is a Jewish state, that's in the charter. That's the way it is now. Do you support that?
I've said time and again that I support the state of Israel as a state with equal rights. I believe that any state that
But as
preferences...
a Jewish state is the question.
I think any state that privileges one religion over the other is one that I can't tell you I support, whether it be Israel or Saudi Arabia or anywhere else. And a lot of that comes back to a fundamental belief that we should all be considered equal no matter what our faith is. Be an American.
Yes, any ethno state based off supremacy, fuck that. I don't care who it is. Brilliant answer. And I 100% agree. You go, Zoran Mamdani. Love that dude for now. Stay out of the pools, though, Zoran. And that is my free Palestine. And all right, folks, we got a trash world, a religious bullshit beyond parody, and one hito before we go to the after party. So still plenty of time to throw a coin to your Witcher. If I've entertained you tonight, and goddamn it, I tried. Got to give me that. But we're along. It's time for some trash world. The trash world, it's a trash world. It's a dumpster fire, and it's hellish. A trash world. A trash world. Everything sucks. All the goddamn time in the trash world. La, 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 la. And first off, on tonight's trash world is this thing that I know all about, even though it hasn't loaded yet. Oh, yeah. What an average interaction with police look like. Before we get there, folks, did you hear about what happened to Pete Buttigieg? Apparently, somebody swatted Pete Buttigieg. I guess anti-gay hate back on the menu in America now. Former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said his family has been targeted in a politically motivated hoax after someone made a false report to Child Protective Services, alleging he committed crimes against his children. So, yeah. Once again, using the legal system to try to bully, punish people who you have political disagreements with. Typical conservative 101. And you want to know why everybody hates cops? Well, of course, you already know if you've ever experienced one. But the God man, they roll around in gangs. They know that you can't do anything to them because they'll literally kill you, right? They're not tough. They just hide behind their shield like these spineless, pussy-ass cowards they are. This is why everybody hates you.
What? You got a staring problem? Yeah. Why do you keep staring at us? You said what? Why do you keep staring at us? You want to be trespassing? Y'all walking like a unit.
Why are you staring at us? You want to get trespassed because it's America? I thought I had the right to look at whatever I wanted to. No, boy. In America, you don't look at the police. We're the God man. We gonna trespass you and arrest you, boy. Better keep your eyes to yourself, boy. Good God. Hate.
I can't admire y'all. You're not going to stare down at us. You're not going to be intimidating us, okay? I was admiring y'all. You staring at me, I was just staring at you. Okay. As long as that's what it is, but we make it some exactly what it was, bro. Okay. Some what? Because usually when people stare me down, they have a problem with that. Nah, I'm staring at you. You staring at me. I'm just looking at y'all as a unit. That's how it was. Just making sure we're all good then. Good. All right. Have a good night. You too. Blessings. Have a good night. You want to leave Westgate or are you being serious right now? I'm leaving. Okay. All right. Well, I'm saying blessings. Good night. All right. This nigga is tripping. Cool.
Yep. The most powerful gang and the most corrupt gang in the world. The police. Fuck them, man. If I was in power, abolish the Fraternal Order of Police. Definitely a new system. Never hire any of these motherfuckers, but I ain't. So what you gonna do? Meanwhile, our secret police, the fascist ICE agents, going around trying to intimidate people to shut them fucking up. So this woman dared use her free speech constitutional right to post on her Twitter who the murdering terrorist who killed Renee Good is, but not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to unmask the secret police. You don't have any rights here. So the ICE went to her work and tried to intimidate her into taking the post down.
No. Don't sign nothing.
Anybody smell bacon? Fuck these people. Nuremberg's. Nuremberg. Put them all on fucking trial. And this should really be in the Beyond Parody section, but since we're talking about the secret police, this is what I was talking about earlier, folks. So the billions and billions and billions of dollars they're paying ICE. They're basically putting just the most inept, fat, drunk losers as the face of the company, while behind the scenes, like I showed you, they bust the same 20 brown people around the country over and over again, racking up millions and millions of dollars of fees so they can skim off of it. And these are the actual Keystone secret police running the thing. This guy clearly drunk in his unmarked ICE vehicle this woman's filming. Watch him stumble out of the motherfucker, almost bust his face. This fat, no dick seeing loser.
There is just plastic on this plate. There's genuinely nothing you can see. There's a cord.
Get away from the vehicle.
Look at him. How is this real? It's like a parody. He stumbles out. Get away from the vehicle. Puts his mask up. Get away from my vehicle. Can't even fucking stand. Here's the Nazi rollers.
On this plate. There's genuinely
Here's the master race.
There's a cord.
Get away from the vehicle. Get away from my vehicle.
I am getting away.
Get away. Get away.
I am getting away.
Get away.
He just tried to trip me.
Get away.
I'm backing up. I am backing up.
Get away.
I am actively backing up. He stepped on my foot, so I tripped.
What a loser.
And had his hand on his taser or gun.
God. Just the bottom of the barrel running this fucking place now. Collapse faster, please. And this is what I was talking about earlier. The Ohio governor begging ICE not to round up all the brown people who have saved Cincinnati. It is not in the United States' interest, certainly not in the Ohio's interest, to have people who are working every single day, who are supporting a family, who are buying a house, fixing up old houses, starting businesses, and then put deep roots in the country and really are contributing and yank them out. What I would hope that the Trump administration would do is reconsider this, but they're not. It's not about that. They'd really rather Cincinnati crumble to the ground than have black people, people from other countries in it. If it ain't white, it ain't right. White supremacy in your face all day long, and they ain't backing down from it. And you guys heard about the horrible story of the grandma that killed herself, killed her grandkid, and killed her daughter? Apparently there is some kind of weird homeschooling situation. I can only assume this has something to do with some kind of religious nutbaggery. Apparently the story was that next week their dad was going to come get them for visitation. And since they're homeschooled, I'm just assuming it was some kind of religious nutbag where she figured maybe it was better to kill all of them than let their dad take them and potentially corrupt them or something. I don't know. But yeah, this lady poisoned them all. And I guess one of them lived. And so she stabbed them to death. And then she killed herself. They found all the bodies of all of them, including her daughter, in the house. So horrible. Likely poisoned and stabbed grandkids. Usually it takes religion to make you do the really horrible bullshit, though. That's my finding. And that is my trash world for this evening. Yikes. Another horrible week in the trash world. Don't let them in the state. You got my vote. Little dick energy. Definitely a lot of that going around at ICE. Hasn't seen his dick in a long time, though, so he has no idea how big it is. And all right, folks, I got a religious bullshit of Beyond Parody and Heroes. Got about 15 minutes of show. So let's go ahead and finish you guys off with a little religious bullshit. Oh, man, you guys are not going to believe what happened. Actually, you might. Now think about it. This one you might actually believe a little bit. Where the fuck is it? God damn it. Come on. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Time to use your what emoji con. You're never gonna believe this. They finally got one, and this time it was a youth pastor. And I ran out of time, so we're back to Odenkirk. Who can believe it? Florida youth pastor arrested after child sexting conducted by a Christian vigilante group. Let's watch the video.
Former volunteer youth pastor in Palatka is accused of going to try and meet up with a child for sex. A vigilante group called Operation 17-2 says Caleb Roberts met up with them thinking he would meet a 14-year-old girl.
I'm a good guy. I just sometimes get these thoughts in my head, honestly.
I'm a good guy. Sometimes when you're a good guy, you do a little bit of the pedophilia, okay? It doesn't mean I'm a pedophile just because I'm a pedophile. Don't get it twisted.
Now, this happened back in March. Action News Jack's Casey Stone tells us why police say the arrest took so long.
On March 30th, Operation 17-2 recorded Caleb Roberts saying that he met up with them thinking that they were a 14-year-old girl. But it wouldn't be until yesterday that Roberts would be arrested.
You wanted to go sexually.
This is 26-year-old Caleb Roberts, a former youth pastor in Palatka, arrested yesterday in Hillsborough County. The video takes place on March 30th and shows a confrontation between Roberts and a vigilante group called Operation 17-2. Garrett Gross, the man behind the operation, says Roberts thought he was meeting up with a 14-year-old girl.
What do you mean, what is it about? You're talking to an underage girl talking about sex on the internet.
These are some of the texts Gross says were exchanged between Roberts and one of his decoys. One reads, "I like younger girls." Another says a hookup is more passionate and rough. But despite the video and text messages, Roberts wouldn't be issued an actual arrest warrant until almost 3 months later.
Loser, you're a loser. And folks, you guys remember on the last show, I covered this gentleman right here. Let me go back over here. All right, so not this, not that. That guy, remember this guy?
What?
So this guy from this video took his wife to a park and pushed her off a cliff, and she died so he could be with his 14-year-old mistress. Was finally arrested, which I covered on the last show. Then I made that video of him going to hell. Well, guess what happened? He killed himself. He's literally in hell right now. Dusty strikes again. Another prediction. YTU pastor dies by suicide in jail while he was awaiting trial for 2006 murder. The former Las Vegas youth pastor accused of his wife's murder in 2006 fall at a Utah national park died while in custody. And good. And folks, this is another one. It happened twice in 1 week. Church leader, child rapist dies by suicide in Pennsylvania jail. Pedophiles murder themselves all over the place. A Lee County man who was found guilty of rape after he was accused of sexually molesting a teen friend of his stepdaughter over the course of several years, including being discovered with the victim in Mexico by federal agents at one point, was found dead in his prison cell on Monday. So good. I hope you guys are in hell together. Burning up nicely. And of course, since I missed Monday's show, it's been like 3 days, so there's multiple ones. Michigan pastor charged with video voyeurism. Guess he had a crush on some member of his family. And what do you do when you have a crush on a member of your family? You put a hidden camera in the bathroom to whack off to. A former Holland pastor is facing 6 felony charges after investigators accused him of secretly recording a family member with a hidden camera. Joshua Peter Vanderkluk, who served as a co-pastor at Res Life Church Holland, is charged with 3 counts of surveilling an unclothed person and 3 counts of using a computer to commit a crime. You guys do know porn is like legal and free, right? It's all over the place. Just jack off to grandma porn like a normal person, please. Whatever. He'll probably kill himself, too. Meanwhile, the Archdiocese selling $395 million in San Francisco. Imagine being a Catholic. Imagine working your valuable life hours away, giving it to the Catholic Church to pay for pedophiles. But you do it. You do it. Bunch of pedophile apologists, all of you. And that. You want to know why Christianity is the most immoral ideology that there could possibly be? It's because there's no responsibility. There's a built-in mechanism where nothing you do is your fault. In fact, if you do something wrong, all you have to do is apologize to your imaginary friend. You don't have to change your behavior. You don't have to make amends to the person that you wronged. None of that. You just say, oopsie. You just say, the devil made me do it. No agency. I'm not responsible, but I'm good now. So this pastor cheated on his wife. You would think his congregation wouldn't be John fucking hypocrites. You'd think they would have some kind of moral foundation. But no, you wouldn't. We already know how this goes. They're going to support him anyway because the devil made him do it. Amen.
I stood on this platform not 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
And told you the devil had a plan to destroy this church.
That's right. I stood on this platform, and I told you I was going to cheat on my wife like a motherfucker. I'm going to fuck all the pussy in the church. Woo! The devil got a hold of me good. I told you guys I was going to do it. I did it. I told you, and I did it.
I told you that.
I told you.
I told you that.
I was going to do it. I did it.
The devil does what devil does.
It was the devil, wasn't me. That's
Snakes bite.
Everybody?
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
You know, I hate snakes.
I hate them.
The only good snake is a dead snake.
Oh. Yeah, woo! Yeah, animal cruelty. Hell yeah, we for that.
Oh, but Brother Caldwell, I have a pet snake. You're demon possessed is what your problem is.
Didn't you just say the devil made you cheat on your wife?
Okay, there is no such thing as a good snake. And the devil has a job, and that's what he does. He sets snares and traps. And sometimes we're victorious, and sometimes we're not.
Isn't the whole thing of conservatism is to take responsibility for your actions and not play? Just kidding. I know it's the exact opposite of that. And Texas approving Bible lessons in public schools. I covered this a little bit before, but more of it. The proposed statewide reading list will require, among other literary works, that schools teach Bible material to children as young as 6 years old. The social studies proposal, meanwhile, eliminates the current 6th grade world culture courses. So get rid of anything that's going to teach them about the actual world and teach them about Jesus instead. And this is what it's leading up to, folks. The White House just signed a document declaring church and state separation is defunct. No more. Now, of course, the government has always been in the religion business, but now more than ever, a draft final report for President Trump's Religious Liberty Commission released on Friday calls for the building bridges between churches and state. A seeming reversal of a long-standing U.S. legal principle. Americans must know their rights and stand with courage. Here they are championing the death of separation of church and state.
That public official must, in writing, explain how that person has violated the Constitution. Because, again, the separation of church and state is not in the Constitution. And from this day forward,
it does say that the government
that to you,
won't make any laws pertaining to religion. So that's sort of a separation, right?
and they're in public office or serve in any agency in any official capacity, they have to point out exactly where you have violated the Constitution, because you have not. And from this day forward, that phrase should have no power over people of all faiths.
So theocracy, that's what it's all about, folks. They just officially formed a theocracy in America. And same as it ever was. I guess at least they're just doing it out in the open. And one more. Let's check in with churches in Kentucky and see what they're up to. This is a kid's show. Help him, so then they drag him out and they blow him up.
What's after 4? 5, 6. What's after 6? 7.
Boo! Woo! They blew him up! They blew the man up! It's so cool! We just executed the man in church! Hell yeah! I guess whatever puts asses into seats. Weird! Hey, but he making the big bucks, so who am I to judge? And that is my religious bullshit for this evening, folks. And not good, weird, but it's always weird. That's sort of the brand, what you gonna do. And all right, folks, I got a Beyond Parody and One Hero. The show's going to be over like 5 minutes, so last chance if you want to help out the show. If you've been entertained by my comedy stylings this evening, please throw a coin to your Witcher. Chip in a few bucks, Patreon, PayPal, Super Chats, all of it. But for now, time to finish you guys off with a happy ending. It's time for some Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody. Too much shit over here. Here we go. Beyond Paradise. And first up, on tonight's Beyond Paradise. Here we go. Poor dude. Look at this poor dude. This poor dude clearly was minding his own goddamn business. Wasn't hurting a soul. And the trans got him. The evil terrorist fucking trans folks. If you don't believe me, let's listen to him. The pissed off lawyer says, we were mobbed and attacked by Trantifa. That's the worst ones. Last night in Seattle, I was maced by like 6 different trans-identified males, beaten all over, kicked in the face multiple times, and was completely blinded by being maced so many times in a row. What? This dude just minded his own business, not hurting anybody, and he was attacked by trans. Oh, what's this? The trans genocide can't come fast enough. Dude, you know what? I'm starting to think you're not on the up and up about what happened here. I'm starting to think there might be more to this story, Dad. I'm starting to think you might have fucked around and found out. But it's the Chud the Builder marketplace of getting clout, folks. Go start trouble. And then when you find the trouble, play the fucking victim. And that. They're so weird. Conservatives, y'all. So this is Stephen Miller's wife. And she's like, imagine how much propaganda it took to convince women that this is oppressive. The fuck are you talking about? Literally who? Who has made propaganda to tell women not to sit in the middle of grassy fields and kiss their fucking baby? Never happened, but yeah. Can you just be normal and say, I love my baby? They can't even do that. They can't even put a picture of their cute baby. Oh, I love my baby. Oh, enjoying a beautiful day with my baby. It's always got to be some bullshit oppression, some victim complex they fucking made up. I'm so brave. I'm so brave for sitting out here and kissing my baby. Only a real woman would stand up and do something like this. Just good Lord, dude. You're not a hero. That's what everybody does. And one more, folks. I want to go to this gym. This gym pretty funny, folks. They ain't got no chill. Put your plates back. Put them back. Is that where you got them? Is that where the plates belong? Put them back. My eyes ain't crazy enough, but I love it. Got a sense of humor there, and I'm scared. And that is my Beyond Parody for tonight, folks. Fuck yeah. And all right, we got one hero, and then the show's going to be over. We're going to do a little real quick after party, and then my hit video game. I know you guys want to see what Hassan Abbey looks like. You're going to be shocked. Shocked! So come hang out with me. But meanwhile, one last one. Send you guys away with your smile on the face. It's time for heroes. We're gonna be heroes, and one and only hero. No, but it's a good one, I guess. I don't know if this guy's a hero or not, but I love him. Anyway, so this black gentleman, he is sitting out in his golf cart, and this drunk white asshole, barefooted, punches him in the face. Let's see how that goes for him.
What do you think you're the...
So, first of all, before I play this, don't worry. I'm going to play this a couple of times, so you're going to get your full of it.
coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy...
Oh, punched her by the face! Walked up, punched him in the face. Let's see it again.
Do you think you're the coolest guy in the parking lot, and then this guy shows up?
Oh, no, they're going to copyright me. And boom, boom, oh, no, that was fucking beautiful. That's what you fucking get. So let's take a look at that again. Guy punched him. So this guy, he's like... leaning back, biding his time. He was like, oh, hell no. Did that just happen? Did this cracker-ass cracker just punch me in the face? What am I going to do? Am I going to wreck this motherfucker? He's thinking to himself, is this worth it? Is this worth whooping a motherfucker's ass? And then this dude slick as shit. Jab out of nowhere. Bam. Right on target. And then a left. Unk's got hands. Watch this. Out of nowhere. He looks, misdirection, blammo, and then blammo. 1-2. Got a 2-piece. Call it a day, Grandpa. Game over. Love to see it. You want some more? Or are you done? Oh, he done. He done, Unc. He done. Oh, he wants to, too. He wants to come in a little more. You want some seconds? Nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, Unc. And all right, that is my heroes in my show for this evening, folks. We did it. Another great episode of the world's most amazing show, and it's because of you guys that it's so amazing. I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Do me a favor, if you bail out, hit the like button. Leave a comment because the algorithm loves your likes. It helps boost the show up a little bit. Most importantly, spread the show around on your social media. But most importantly, support the show. Patreon. PayPal. Get it in early, get it in often. All right, after party coming up next. We're going to read some PayPals and some super chats before we get out of here. We're going to play a new song I've never played before. PayPal.com. I asked Suno to make a song about today's news, and we're going to see how it did. So don't go anywhere. That's coming up fucking next. But for now, let's the heroes that supported the show keep me in business. And all right, $20 from Half-Life Gord. What up, Half-Life Gord? Hope you're doing well tonight. Longtime fan. You're an OG. I've been around forever. This is about my 1,000th show, I think. I'm right around 1,000 now. So I haven't been keeping specific track of it, but pretty close. Ethical atheist on the platform. Thank you for your work, Dusty. Logic, fuck yes. Could you explain why you only focus religious bullshit on Christianity, please? Logic, fuck yes. All right, well, the answer to that is simple. I don't exclusively focus on Christianity, but I do mostly focus on Christianity because I live in America, and that is the religion that affects me the most by far, is Christianity. And so that's what gets most of my attention. If I lived in another country where the religion was Islam or anything else, I probably cover that more. But that's what most of my news is about, and that's what affects me, so that's what I cover. Thank you for the question. Evan Glare, $20. Also, it's my biggest field of expertise because I was a Christian for 33 years, so I have a lot of inside information about it. Evan Glare, love you guys. Keep looking up to the sky. Fuck yeah. Tonight is the strawberry moon. Sounds delicious. The honeymoon, even more delicious. Full moon in the summer. People getting on because they marry in the spring. Hell yeah, full moon. I'm going to howl like a wolf. And let's check the super chat, the PayPals. Juan Campos, $40, very generous. And Jamie Nelson, $50 from the last show. I'll thank him again, though. Thank you. And Juan says, here is some support for you in the past. Fuck yeah, Juan. You're amazing. Love you. Thank you, Jennifer D. Thank you, everybody. I sure appreciate it. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Rebecca. Everybody. Folks, hit the like button. Be sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern for the world's greatest show. We're going to do it again on Wednesday, most likely, so make plans to come hang out. For now, here's a brand new song I had AI create earlier on account of the fact that everybody loves AI so much. It's all the rage with the chitlins these days. Let's see. Where's the downloads folder? Here it is. It's called The Great American State Fail.
National Mall, said everybody's coming, gonna pack the whole lawn. Had flags, had booths, had a Ferris wheel too. Then the crowd showed up like, nah, we got things to do.
Fuck you, 6 feet.
There were 50 little steaks, nobody inside. A tumbleweed asked, can I get a ride? A corn dog wept, a funnel cake prayed. Even the porta potty said we overplayed. He said it's tremendous, historic, a smash, but the echo came back like, sir, this is trash. They checked the gate count, they checked it twice, found 3 confused interns in vanilla ice at the Great American State Fail. Nobody came to the Eagle sale.
When God made me, he grinned and said, that'll be fun. Woo! Walmart, $5, baby. It was too much.
Freedom couldn't keep on the lights. Every golden thing he grabs turns ash. Everything he touches turns to trash. Ooh, yeah.
Missed my new super chat. All right. Let's see. Evan Glare. I love you guys. I read that one. Look up in the sky. I read that one. Did you send another one?
The Ferris wheel froze. The ice cream cried. The power went out.
I don't see another one, Evan Glare.
A booth from Idaho whispered help. A cardboard eagle started questioning itself. Some guy in a vest said the crowd's over there. He pointed at air, just patriotic air. Fox tried to frame it with a camera trick. Zoomed in so hard they photographed a tick. Thousands are coming. bravely declared while one lonely grandpa fought a folding chair at the Great American State Fair. Nobody came to the ego sale. Red, white, blue, and big flop energy. A birthday bash with DMV chemistry. Freedom 250, more like freedom night. Couldn't spell freedom, couldn't keep on the lights. Every golden thing he grabs turns ash. Everything he touches turns to trash. He wanted Disney, he got a discount to spare. A MAGA fire fest with humidity hair. He wanted a crowd screaming USA. Got one wet pigeon and a guy named Ray said no one has fairs like me, it's true. Then the fairground answered, who are you? The only line for him, sad but real, was the one to leave before the next meal. There was no magic, no music, no roar, just a half-built arch and a plywood.
I read the one about the moon.
Giant celebration of
You missed it?
national pride.
I talked about it. Honeymoon Delicious. I talked about it.
Paint when it's dry, the ghost of P.T. Barnum took one quick glance, said, I'm dead, but I still wouldn't finance. A clown looked around and
All
said,
right, we're cutting this off. Enough. It was like a 4-minute song. Too much. Switch over now. See you guys at the after party. Have a good Tuesday. Good night, everybody.